Hi, welcome to my channel. My name's Gina. I'm going to do the second half of my book, Elvis 57. I did the first half yesterday, so we're continuing where we left off. I still haven't got power, so I haven't got any music to play in the background. But there are some bits that I'll read out to you when I find them again. Can't get over this Tacoma, Seattle Tacoma. Must have been a little town to have a little stage like that to have Elvis. No big stadiums there, but look at it. Well, that one is big enough, I guess, but yeah. Elvis and his hats. Oh, I love this. There's a couple of descriptions where girls, after Elvis had gone, scoops dirt from the field where Elvis stepped. And there's a funny story. They found a lady that had done that years and years down the track. Something come up. One of the DJs or one of the people that were present was talking about on the radio, saying that he saw girls scooping up dirt and putting it into their wallets. And I wonder whatever happened to it. And a lady rang up and she says, I've still got it. She said, 40 years down later, I've still got that wallet with my dirty where Elvis stood. Isn't that incredible? That's right, this is what I was going to read out. Elvis's appearance. Let me see. Sensual presence of Elvis. He covered... Duncan seemed to capture the sensual presence of Elvis on stage better than most journalists who covered the singer's concerts in '57. He wiggled his hips in tight-fitting black pants, and several thousand girls gasped and screamed in unison. He spread his arms and they shrieked again. "I'll take care of you in a minute," Elvis said, husky voice to the loudest of his fans. And 6,000 people in Lincoln Bowl erupted in shouts, screams and hand clapping. Then as the band cranked up the beat, Elvis pulled the microphone to his mouth. As he sang, he began a slow rhythmic movement of his pelvic region. His legs vibrated, his upper torso caught up the movement, and alternately swayed and shimmied. Each new movement was greeted by fresh screams. He fell to his knees and socked out the rock and roll beat with his body. He waved to the crowd and sang, always in that pulsating, almost native beat, "I love you." Often the great roar of the crowd snuffed out the words, but no stranger in the crowd could doubt was Elvis at the mic. Oh, what a great description. Okay. Let's hope my camera doesn't run out of puff here. Got to adjust the book every so often. I've got it on a stand and the pages get caught up. And they're down on his knees there. Oh, that was the cats. Cats have got the sillies. What's the matter, Phoebe? Do you want to go outside? Okay, back to Elvis. Great photos. You wonder where these photos have come from. That's a nice shot. It's a lovely photo. Oh, baby, you could come and lay on my kitchen table any time you like. Wouldn't stay there long though. The Blue Moon Boys. This is interesting. I've read a bit in Scotty Moore and DJ Fontana's book. Defection of Scotty Moore and Bill Black was an unwelcome reality that invaded Elvis's magical world. While in Los Angeles for a recording session just days after the end of the Pacific Northwest tour, Elvis got wind of the coming resignations. Lama Fike. I remember this because the scene was really terrific. We were at the Beverly Wilshire Hotel in Los Angeles. I was sitting in the living room and Elvis walked in and said, "Scotty and Bill are fixing to quit." I said, "Well, you better call the Colonel." Elvis got on the phone and said, "Colonel, Scotty and Bill are quitting. What am I going to do?" Colonel said, "You're going to get another band. That's what you're going to do." Elvis hung up and said, "What am I going to do without them?" And I said, "You're going to do a show. They're just musicians." Elvis thought it was the end of the world. To Lama Fike, Scotty and Bill may have been just musicians, but to Elvis Presley they had been much more. The three of them had been together from the beginning in 1954. Elvis and the Blue Moon Boys had recorded all the legendary Sun Records sides together. In 54 and 55 they'd loaded all their instruments and gear into Scotty's wife's 54 Bel Air Chevy and driven thousands of miles along the back roads of the rural South, sharing motel rooms and playing to small crowds in any backwater community that would have them. When the explosion came, they rode it up together, the TV appearances, the RCA recording sessions, the wild stage shows. By the fall of 57, the three men had made over 400 stage appearances together. Under such conditions, a close bond between Elvis, Scotty and Bill inevitably developed. And so on. Yeah. Another story, isn't it? Like I said, this book is full of such similar stories, and it's really, for the money, $200 odd Australian, it's worth every cent. Absolutely. A beautiful smile. Whatever else you think you might think of Colonel Parker, he certainly promoted Elvis better than anyone else could have. He did a great job promoting him. Elvis look different in a collar and tie? Oh, okay, he's well in a lot of his movies he was too, but in his younger days you didn't often see him. Dressed up like that. Wow, nice shot. In the 50s, eh? Look at him, look at him. Just gorgeous. Camera battery's getting low, damn it. Oh, that show, yeah. Elvis and his hound dog. That's a nice shot. I'm doing close-ups of these because at first glance I think that doesn't look like Elvis. And it is. I love his guitars. Some great guitars. Oh, and the ship going to Hawaii on a ship because he didn't want to fly on the plane those days. Wow, imagine being a passenger on that ship. Elvis couldn't have got away from his fans in an environment like that. I'm sure they left him alone though. I'm sure they respected his privacy. Oops, oops, oops. Oh, here we go. Excuse me a minute. The book has just collapsed. Stand. Okay, let's keep going. Well and truly kissed. Near the end, let's hope the battery holds out. Mostly text toward the end. Useful photos. You to end the book. Notes, and they also have a record. I think I haven't unpacked it. I think it's got compact 33, so I think it's a single 33 RPM single. It's got That's When Your Heartache Began, Tell Me Why, Peace in the Valley, and I Believe. So, yeah, I haven't unpacked that yet, but it was in the back of the book. Now, if the battery holds out, I've got 8 minutes to go. I just want to make a comment on the Ben Thompson ETA show I saw on Friday night. Ben is an English tribute artist. He's been around quite a while apparently, and he does Elvis really well. His voice and everything. He's a fairly good-looking guy. He's slim, you know. He's not overweight and bursting out of the jumpsuits like some of them are, the older ones. So he came on, you know, like a gold jacket and black pants. He did a few songs. Then he went off and he came on again into like a GI outfit, did GI Blues, Wooden Heart, Can't Help Falling in Love. He got a woman out of the audience and sang to her. She sat on the stair on the stage and he serenaded her. And there's a few more songs. Then he went off and I think we had intermission. Then he came on the black leather outfit, which he looked good in. Went off, came back on jumpsuit. So, quick change artist, very, very well done. I sort of got mixed feelings about this concert because I go to an Elvis tribute concert to be reminded of Elvis, to look at those guys and just, you know, they remind you of Elvis and the things that they do. Ben made it more of a show, an entertainment show with humour. He got the audience to sing along with him, like for instance with Wooden Heart. He said, I did French at school, I did no good at German, so you're going to have to sing the German. So the audience dutifully sang all the German parts of Wooden Heart. And there are other songs. We said, come along, sing along. And now Elvis never did that. Never got his audience to sing along with him when he was on stage. Elvis was the entertainment. The audience was the audience. They are not part of the entertainment. And I say I object to it, but it's not my thing. Any other entertainer, fine. And comedy, he threw bits of comedy in, and you know, he just made us laugh. And again, I'm not going there to see a comedian. I'm going there to see an Elvis tribute artist. And the thing that really got up my nose was he was talking about something, I forget what it was now, something about America, and he said, and their leader's a dickhead. Now that to me was totally inappropriate. Whatever you think of Donald Trump, you don't say things like that on a stage to an audience of a couple of thousand people. If you're doing a comedy act and people know what to expect, fine. But this was an Elvis tribute concert, and Elvis himself was very patriotic, and I don't think he would have liked, you know, to think that people are talking about his countrymen like that. So Ben, yep, you were a good singer, did that well, but I wouldn't be in a hurry to go back and see you again. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I hope you like the rest of the book. Bye for now.